Hi guys, it's Raven here. Today is Thursday, January 7th, 2021. Originally, I had made another video before I was making this one, and I realized that I said 2020 when it's 2021. So, scrap that. Thursday, January 7th, 2021. Hard to believe that the first week of 2021 is done. Well, almost done. Just a quick update on my recovery from the gallbladder surgery. Still having occasional abdominal pain, but not nearly as sharp as it was when I still had the gallbladder. Um, like sometimes I have to take a deep breath and still feel the pain, but that's to be expected. I had the tube and the Jensen Pratt bolt removed last Wednesday. Um, which was what was it last Wednesday? The day before New Year's Eve. So I had the tube was removed, the bulb was removed, and I had to do the counting of the file. You know what? I sincerely hope nobody ever had to go through what I went through. My surgeon did say that my gallbladder was so severely damaged that I would not have made it much longer being on the surge if I had not gotten it removed. But what's funny is the days leading up to the surgery, pains weren't there. But when I think about it, I guess the gallbladder just didn't want to be removed. So thought, I'm healed. Yeah, gotta go. Because then after this, let's say if I said, now, the pains are gone, I'm not going to remove it, then the pains would kick me back up. So, I just want to touch briefly on what happened yesterday. The chaotic scene at the U.S. Capitol. I was honestly watching the Congress counting of the votes um, to officially put the rubber stamp on Biden's victory. I I remember having this gut feeling in my stomach is something is going to go down. But what did go down, I was not expecting that kind of magnitude. I thought maybe there was going to probably be some rally people get arrested, uh, but to storm the Capitol building, I mean that's something you would expect to see probably in a movie. Because what happened yesterday reminded me of two movies that I've seen: Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down. I've seen both of them. That's what yesterday reminded me of. Four former living presidents strongly condemned yesterday's insurrection. I don't want to call it a protest because that's not a protest. It was an insurrection. It was sedition. It was criminal trespassing. Four people died. One was a woman who was identified as Ashley Babbitt. She was a 14-year Air Force veteran. She had posted on Twitter that and then in 24 hours something was going to go down. And she also said something. Well, she didn't post it on her own um, page. I think she was replying to something that somebody else said, and she was calling it God's work. I've seen the video where she was fatally shot. from the reports I heard, because I couldn't see on the video, she was shot in the neck. But when she was shot, she dropped it. She dropped. This could have been avoided. What happened yesterday did not need to happen. And when you start overthrowing governments because your preferred candidate didn't win, then we don't have any freedom. We don't have democracy. We don't have anything. We would be a country that would be run by dictators. And we would be no better than them if that's what we started doing. You know, I mean, only once have I ever um, watched an election where my preferred candidate didn't win. That was in 2000. I wanted Gore to win. Didn't happen. Then you moved to 2004. I didn't trust John Kerry at the time, so I wanted Bush to win. Then you moved to 2008, which was between Obama and McCain. Obama was my pick. And again in 2012, but this time he was going against Mitt Romney. Then in 2016, sadly, I voted for Trump. But you know, Donald Trump had this notion that Mike Pence could decertify the Electoral College results, could decertify the election, completely thrown out, and declare him the winner. Trump or Pence did not have that kind of power. Think about it. If a vice president had that kind of power, don't you think Hillary Clinton would have been our next president? That would have been appointed by Biden back in 2016. The only thing Pence could do was just to oversee the count. He was basically acting as a rubber stamp and say, yep, these results are certified. That's all he could do. I'm glad none of our politicians were killed in yesterday's attack. And I'm really sorry for the woman who lost her life. That, this was something that didn't need to happen, but also at the same time, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yes, it was her constitutional right to protest. I understand that. But there's a right time and a right place to do that. But yesterday, she just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I know she didn't go in there intend on coming into a shootout with police. I get that. But she was criminally trespassing the Capitol building. Manifest. So I hope that from this day forward that we never see anything like this again. That maybe cooler heads will prevail and say, you know what? Now, yeah, my guy lost or my candidate lost, but I'm not going to do this. This is wrong. Yesterday's events did not need to happen, and I hope to never see it again. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. So just wanted to give a quick update on my recovery from gallbladder surgery and put in my 2 cents about yesterday's unfortunate event. I don't want to call it a protest. It was an insurrection. It was sedition. It was something that wasn't legally done. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. I hope your New Year's off to a good start, and I will see you on the next video.